Welcome back to another video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the last one. It is a beautiful day today, about 70 degrees. So in the sun, a little bit warm, a little bit over 70 maybe, but in the shade, it's beautiful. Anyway, good day for jumping. Today, something a little bit different. I say that a lot. Today is different though. Today's workout will also kind of be the warm-up. The warm-up and the workup are going to be the same thing. We're going to be going over a routine. We already warmed up with a little bit of it last week. That was just in preparation for this week. It's called Cotton Eye Joe. A lot of people have dances to this around the country that aren't even jump ropers, obviously. And jump ropers, I've seen a lot of teams with different versions of this. So this is the version I learned of this. And I'm going to teach you the routine this week. Next week, there'll be a challenge associated with this. So this coming week, I really want you to learn it. It'll either be in the next video or the video after. I might give you a week to do it, and I'll probably put a different video out in the interim. Anyway, we're going to work on the routine, and then after the routine, work on one skill that I want to work on, and then I'll have a different challenge for this week. Anyway, let's get to the routine. For this routine, there are a total of 16  8 counts. Which sounds like a lot to memorize, 16 different 8 counts, but a lot of these 8 counts are actually are mirror images of each other. So you do something on the right for 8 counts, and you do the same thing on the left. So the memorization isn't that hard, and jumping 16 8 counts isn't crazy. So the first 8 count, right heel, left heel, right toe, left toe, left toe. So it looks like this: right, left, right, left. Easy enough. Right, left, 2 heels, right, left, 2 toes. Right after that, since you've been doing heels and toes anyway, it goes right heel, right toe, left heel, left toe, right heel, toe across, and then left heel, toe across. So it looks like this: heel, toe, heel, cross, heel, cross. The only time I would say, if you're going to say there's anything tricky about that count, is you're going to do the right heel and cross, and from this position, you're going to have to go to a left heel. So all your weight's on your left foot right now, and you're just putting your right toe down. You're going to have to switch to that left heel. So easy enough. Moving on to the next count. Those counts, again, you should all be able to do these. This is just practice, just memorizing it. Next count are what I would call waddles, and it's just putting my right leg out and then putting my left leg out. Right waddle, left waddle. We worked on this last week. I actually did this count for this reason. So it goes right waddle, left waddle, and then right waddle, and this is a double bounce. So it should take 2 counts to do it. Then it's a left, a right, and a left double bounce. So looks like this: right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right after that counts. We worked on this last week. I had you do it as a warm-up, so if you can't do this yet, get it on both sides, which is heel clicks. They're also known as WW kicks. Right WW kick, left, right, left, because it takes 2 counts to do it, because each kick is 1, heel click is 2. If that makes sense. Then you would go 3, 4. So it looks like this: right, left, left. And again, this is something you did last week. So right, left, right. Something you've already done, so you should be able to do it. Next counts. These counts, now we're getting into a little more interesting things, just being able to do this the right way. So it's going to be a right mad dog turn. We did this last week. We've worked on all these skills you're about to see. Just the very specific way we're doing them for this routine is going to be different. You're going to start with a jump, and you will turn to the right first. When in doubt, we're going to go to the right first for all these things. So I'm going to take a jump. That's 1. So 1. I'm going to turn on 2. That's 2. On 3, I'm going to take a backwards jump. 3. 4 is going to be a Texas style, meaning I let the rope drop behind me as I turn back to the front. So just the first 4 counts of what a mad dog looks like is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would be back on 5 is the idea. I'm going to do the right mad dog, then I'm going to take a jump, and I'm going to turn to the right, and I'm going to do a right 360, but also Texas style. Texas style means that rope goes behind me. As I turn, it goes behind me. So right mad dog, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 360, instead of turning back the way I came, I turn to the right and I turn back to my left, I'm just gonna keep turning to the right. So I'm gonna turn and then keep turning this way. So the second part of that is 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll notice I'm not jumping 8 back to the front. I'm back on 1 at that point. So that 8 count looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll be ready for the next 8 count. The next 8 count, 1, knee, right knee up, starting with the right knee. 1, 2, toe goes across, 3 back up, 4 down. Then switch to left, 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's really 5, 6, 7, 8. So they would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so those 2 8 counts, you're essentially repeating them. Except now I'm gonna do a left mad dog and a left 360. So the left mad dog, left 360 looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Note that when I did the knee up, toe over, I do start with the right each time. First I do the right mad dog, right 360. I do my right leg up. Then I do the left. I don't do my left leg up. I stick with the right leg. So that's gonna stay the same. The next couple counts I'll have a little trouble doing because it involves movement. There's some front backward, which I can do. I may come a little close to the camera, but there's some right left as well. So, and obviously I have a fountain right here and I have a bench over here. But I can at least show you what's going on. The next count, and we've worked on this last week, just this particular move, and we even did it earlier in the routine. It's gonna be a right heel, toe across, so that's 1, 2, then you're gonna do it again, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 is just gonna be sliding. It's just gonna be sliding in a direction. So the beginning of it at least goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And on 5, you're gonna move. You're gonna slide to the right. So I'm gonna actually turn sideways so you can see I'll just kind of slide toward the camera. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's an 8 count right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna do the same exact thing, but now you're just doing it on the left. So not too much to memorize. Left heel, cross, slide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna slide. Now you're gonna slide more than that. You're gonna more slide about, each slide would be that much. They are all single bounces though. So it's 8 count, 8 count. Right, then left. Right after that, so that was you went to the right, you went to the left. Right after that, and we worked on this last week, right foot, right, left, right, double bounce, left, double bounce. So right, left, double bounce, left, right, double bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna do the first 8 count moving forward and the second coming backward. So it would look like this. I'll start further back. Right, left, right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So full 8 count moving forward, full 8 count moving backward. Are you with me so far? Hopefully. Next count, we're almost at the end. I believe we're on count 13 right now. It's gonna start with an X. So you're gonna start with a straddle. 1, right leg in front, 2, straddle, 3, back together, 4. So at least the first 4 counts of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, cross, cross. This is the one part of the routine I'll say you can do something a little different. If you have trouble doing this with the music, whatever music you decide to use, and we're gonna talk about that at the end, cross, cross. If you can't, you can just stay in one cross and just go cross and stay in that cross. But ideally it's a cross, switch, cross. Which one you start with really doesn't matter. When you do this in a group routine, nobody really notices that everybody had their right arm on top or left. So you're gonna go cross, cross, and then do a double bounce. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a double bounce there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're gonna do the same count again, but put your left foot in front for the X. So I did the X, I did right foot in front. This next time I'm gonna do the left foot. So it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross, cross, double bounce. Last 2 8 counts. We just did that double bounce, which is nice because you can kind of get yourself ready. The next count starts with a side swing cross right, side swing cross left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. It gets a little bit odd. It's not what the trick's doing, it's just the count that we like to do this on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a double bounce. So 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to be a turn to the right. 7 is my rope side swinging and me turning. And then I need to take a backward jump on 8. 8. So the whole count looks like this, and you can just watch this over and over and see if you're doing this correctly. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're backwards. You're going to do the same thing backwards. You're going to do the same thing backwards. So I'm not going to turn backwards. You would be backwards, but I'm going to face you so you can see me. So pretend I'm backwards. I've turned backwards. I'm going to do a side swing cross on the right, backwards. Side swing cross on the left, backwards. Take a double bounce jump backwards. And then it's where it gets interesting is I'll take a backwards jump because I'll be here. I'll take a backwards jump. I will continue my turn to the right. It'll end up being a right 360 when it's all said and done, because I will have turned to the right. I will do my side swing crosses. I will take a jump and come back to the front. That is not double bounce though, because I will have just done a 5, 6, and I need to jump backwards on 7 and jump to the front on 8. Now right now on 8, you could just catch the rope. You could just catch the rope. So let me show you this whole 8 count with me facing you. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let me show you backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I said, I'm jumping 8, and for the challenge, you are going to need to jump 8, because we're actually going to do something more after that. But for right now, that's all you need to learn. The only part of the routine you need to learn is what we just did there. So I'm going to do those last 2 8 counts right in a row, hopefully get it on the first try, so that you can see, because I feel like this is the one people get the timing and they take a double bounce when they should have taken a single, or they Texas style when they shouldn't have, that kind of thing. So last 2 8 counts go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. Anyway, learn this routine. Get all these 8 counts down. I will be asking you to do this as a warm-up. Your warm-up from this video forward for at least the next 3, 4 videos is going to be, hey, go through all those 8 counts and jump it. And talking about music, what I would like you to do, pick any song that has a beat that you can jump to, that's a speed you're fine with, and do this routine to that speed. Just call 5, 6, 7, 8 for yourself. For today's video, I want to talk about Mick. It's another one of those tricks that I feel like everybody should know how to do. Everybody should be learning how to do it if you don't already know. And if you do know it, you should be adding your own flavor to it. You should be making it your own, like I always say. Regular Mick, I'm not even going to jump it. It's just spinning this rope one time and re-catching. From the side, spin, catch. I didn't even catch the handle. That happens a lot. I think a lot of people think you need to catch the handle all the time, and you do. You want to catch the handle, but I'll catch it here, and on my next jump, I'll slide down to my handle. As long as you keep jumping and practice, when you catch it down here, don't stop. Try to see how quickly you can get that handle back better and better. So Mick, let's just talk about the trick in general. If you know nothing about Mick at all, first thing to know, I'm a righty. If I was going to do a basic rope release, I would throw that down, catch it with my left hand. So for Mick, same thing. Your dominant hand, so for me it's my right arm, before I do this trick, it needs to go across my body. Mick happens in this position. A regular Mick happens in this position. The other handle should be coming up over the top. It'll either end up on my wrist or at least above my wrist. It really depends what kind of rope you have. Talk about that in a moment when I'm talking about some tips. Anyway, spinning the rope, my right arm needs to come across. I've seen so many people try to release here. There are mix that release this way, but your basic mix starts with you across your body. You need to get used to this position because I want this handle spinning here, so when I catch this handle, it's on my left side, and in the meantime, I'll pull this arm across. But it needs to start here. The handle that gets released needs to be where it needs to be. The other arm I'm holding onto, I can move that around. So, to get into a mix for me, as I come over, I start to do a side swing. I do a side swing. And you can actually do one side swing and the next time around have that handle on top. You can also go right into it. I can get my handle right on top. And you can just practice that. Don't even do the mic. Just practice getting in mic position. And like I said, it is this position. And I'll talk about ropes real briefly here. I have a beaded rope. It's more evenly weighted. Makes it a lot easier for me. With the spinning, I can just have a nice steady spin, and the rope tends to do well. It holds its own weight. If you have a long-handled rope, and I do have longer handles, I don't have super long handles. If you have longer handles and you have a licorice rope, then the licorice is less weight than the handle, and your spin tends to have to be a little bit, you have to put a little more into it with your wrist. And I can't tell you how much to put into your wrist, not that I can't do it with those ropes, but everyone's rope is a different length. Your arm strength, your wrist strength, how much did you spin your wrist, when did you let go, all those factors affect how much you should spin it. And my advice for you on that, on how do I get better at a mic when I'm not catching it, it's not spinning right, is just each time you do it, change something, change something. The first thing I can tell you to probably change, what a lot of people do early on in mic, is they let go too early. So they're here, and when they get here, they let go and it hits the ground immediately, and they have nowhere to go from there because it's already stopped itself on the ground. Wait longer. Wait until the rope is up in the air behind you, up here. But if you'll notice, I'm not actually turning my body. I'm trying to keep my feet forward. If I want to turn my upper body a little, that's fine, but even better would be to not do that, to just stand and face and just catch. I didn't catch. The mic, I see a lot of people turn and then they're trying to come back and reach for it. Even if you end up getting successful at that, that's never going to be a good way to do it. You want to stay here so you can keep jumping. So for me, I try to keep everything close by my body. I try to keep my spinning close by my body. I don't come away or out or turn. Keep everything close so the handle stays close, so when I catch it, I'm right back here. So eventually, when I want to catch it in different ways, like if I wanted to catch it under my leg, I need it to be right there so that when I'm catching it under my leg, it's right in that spot. See, again, I didn't even catch the handle, but I kept jumping anyway. But you do want to keep it as close as possible. Like I said, so when you're catching under the leg, it's right there where you want it. Because if it flies away from me and I'm trying to go under my leg, it's hard for me to get my hand under my leg and reach out to the side. So really focus on doing that. You don't even have to work on catching it at first. Just mic right next to you. Then let it die. Then pick it up and then do that again. So, first thing for mix, like I said, arm across body here. I usually wait till this is about here to let go. If it keeps getting attached to your wrist, try really putting your arm, maybe your handle over your wrist more, or even go under your wrist. So let go here. Especially for long handle ropes, I find that when those people try to put the rope on their wrist, it definitely tries to wrap. You really do almost want to throw it up in the air. So, second part, it's the catch. When you catch a mic, you're not reaching for it this way. The handle will flip up and present itself. You will actually catch it as it goes by. So if I'm here and I'm jumping a mic, this hand will be over here. This will come up in this direction, and as it comes up, I meet it and I jump the rope there. So see if I can do it here. I don't know if I have enough room. So if you notice, my hand is ready like this to catch it, and as I see the handle come, I just turn and catch and jump. Again, easier said than done. This is something you just practice over and over. And again, every time you try it, if it didn't work, change something. Let go later. Try to grab it later. Try to grab it earlier. Again, like I said though, most people, it's later. They need to wait longer to do that. One thing I can give you to practice that is put the rope out in front of you. I know you can't see the front of my rope. is to practice this rope release and get the handle to fly right next to you here. So right arm, handle out. I'm trying to pop that handle up to my left here, and I'm trying to hold my hand like I would for a mick and catch it as it goes by and jump it. Because this really is what a mick looks like at the end, is that. It's the same thing, it just happens to have spun into that position. Ooh, got a little windy out here. So that's a good practice for the catch, is to put that handle in front of you, pop it, and catch it as it goes by. It gets you practice eyeing that handle and catching. Finishing up on the mick, how to practice it, and it gets frustrating, is just do it over and over. You don't even have to jump it. You can be doing side swings, and when you get to that one side swing, and on the next time around, come over the top and try a mick and just see what happens. So for me, I side swing, comes around, I miss. If you miss, get the handle back, start your side swings again. Once you're feeling ready, come over, catch, and then try it again. And if you're catching it, great. If it's falling, just pick it back up, or even better, do a snake release, free catch, just so you're not falling over each time to get it. And it's good practice for competition if you do make a mistake. Anyway, just keep practicing that side swing. If you're having trouble even with the spin, don't worry about catching it, practice that spin. Spin it once or twice, finish it up there. Anyway, good luck with your mick, practice it. This week's challenge is a speed challenge, but something a little bit different. A friend of mine, I believe he still has the world record, a friend of mine named Peter Nessler, he's a professional jump roper, has the world record currently. I need to look that up. I'll put it on the screen. If I find it, you'll see his number on the screen of total number of jumps. But what I want is 30-second speed, but you're only allowed to do it on one foot. The other foot's not allowed to touch. You can pick either foot, it doesn't matter. Standard 30-second speed, just jumpers ready, set, go. How many jumps can you get on one foot? And I'll put his score somewhere on the screen. It's not hard to jump for 30 seconds on one foot, but when you jump speed, your calf really starts to burn. Anyway, as always, if you do the challenge and video yourself, be sure to send me a video. Please give me a little bit of leeway before and after. It helps me cue it up a lot better, especially if I want to put a timer on there and a count for you. So send those to me. Email is in the description as always, and somewhere on the screen right now. Send me those challenges and I will include them in the next video. Anyway, that's all I got this week. Check you guys later.